This is episode 1 of my new series, and I'm calling it Deck Check. Here on my deck, week by week, we're going to be going through the many escapades of my life here in East Lansing, Michigan, until I don't live here anymore. So if that sounds cool with you, welcome to episode 1. Today, we are sponsored by Real Life. About a week ago, I deleted TikTok. And at 20 years old, I've had TikTok since 2018, so about 6 years now. I've had Instagram since I was in 3rd grade, and I also just deleted that. And that's about 10 years of my life, so that's about half of my life I've spent on Instagram. And when you think about it, and you think about how much time that really is, and how it has all been happening to me at like some of the most formative times of my life, it really gets you thinking, how has this likely impacted the person I am today? For as long as I can remember, I've been like a meme god. I work a social media job for my school's radio station. I'm paid to do their social media. I've even been a meme on more than one occasion. So I know my way around the block with the internet. For a long time, I really couldn't have imagined being where I'm sitting today talking about how I deleted all of it, because I was just so worried that if I deleted it, I'm going to be missing out on everything. I'm not going to know what the funny new memes are. I'm not going to know what's trending or like the popular songs on TikTok or whatever even. As I've been using social media more and more over these years, and I've just watched where it's become and where we're at now, I've become more upset with my usage, and specifically most upset how my social media habit had taken over more fulfilling hobbies that I've had in my life. I've always been into art and making things and showing people what I make, and social media is like a great place for that to happen. And I think that there's a lot of good in social media. There's a lot of funny, informative content and great content creators on every platform. I'm just sick of scrolling, and I'm sick of being anywhere else but where I am right now. 90% of the time, I feel like whatever I'm consuming on these apps is just not meant to my benefit. It's meant to just keep me docile and stagnant. Here I am. I'm the main character of my own life. And now that I'm seeing all these amazing, beautiful people all the time, I've become less grateful for the stuff I have, less grateful for the good and positive qualities about myself, because I'm becoming so inundated with these images. Everyone knows that social media is like not actually social, it's antisocial. It's very cliche to even say this. It's in that one Tim Robinson joke. We're so buried in our phones.
Instead of giving someone a real smile, we send an emoji.
I've been on Instagram for more than 10 years. I got Instagram in the 3rd grade to run my Taylor Swift fan page. Why has the Instagram corporation been able to have that great of an influence on my life, on my upbringing? So much useless time sucked away into that app so that Meta can profit off of me, target ads to me. One of my biggest inspirations is CJ the X. CJ has a lot of great content about the way that technology has shifted our culture and shifted our self-perception. And all of CJ's videos kind of boil down to throw your phone away, delete your social media, and just live your life. And for the longest time, I was always convinced, why would I ever be able to do that? Social media is so interconnected to all of these relationships I have in my life. I literally have a TikTok account with followers and shit and I can't abandon them. And what am I going to do if I can't post myself on Instagram? What am I going to do if I can't post on my private story? And day in and day out, I'm just living for these other people. And I'm living through this lens, through my camera, to project myself out to other people, when I should be living through the lens of my own 2 damn eyes, these 2 pupils. That's the lens I should be living through. Yes, it's cool that we have these cameras in our pockets and we can all be a little Stanley Kubrick with our cameras and post it on our Instagram slideshows, but I miss the feeling that whatever I'm experiencing is mine, and I can just sit with it and breathe it in, breathe it out. And ever since I deleted everything, it's just like this weird feeling that whatever I'm doing, I can't share it with people. Social media is just going to push a narrative at you. And it's going to do everything it can to keep you subservient to that service. So basically, going from a personalized content sludge pipeline designed to suck the most money out of me and soul out of me possible to just like going outside for a walk is a whiplash not even J.K. Simmons could prepare me for. Wouldn't you know it? It's actually had a positive impact on me. Guys, it may actually be the phones that's giving you a stomachache. Your mom might have been right. Because it's just nice that I can't let it affect me anymore. And it's just nice that I'm forcing myself to have a creative outlet now. Because when you don't have these scrolling vortexes, you just have to sit with yourself and you just have to sit with your thoughts. And that leads to writing, that leads to creating, and just thoughts that I wouldn't have had otherwise. All of this kind of reminds me of Click by Adam Sandler. I watched that movie with my boyfriend like probably a month ago now, and it has one of the most evil auras I've ever seen in a movie. Just straight up evil. Adam Sandler's character in this movie has a magical remote, and he can fast forward, stop, rewind time, look back at his life. And being Adam Sandler, he decides to start fast forwarding through these like boring transition periods of his life, or times that he has to put in a lot of work or effort into something. And in doing so, he becomes this diluted version of himself. He's on like autoplay. And he just loses everything that makes him human, essentially. That fast forwarding stuff, the way he is when he's just on autoplay, is like exactly how TikTok makes me feel now, exactly how Instagram makes me feel. I'm just like this soulless person that's just gonna let anything influence me and let anything take over like my mind. It makes like why do we think we're so susceptible to consumerism when we're on these apps? It's just because like we're already in that like docile state of influence. But all this click nonsense to say that I actually really do care about humans, which is crazy considering just like everything. But people are all we've got, to quote Fleabag. People are all we've got. Quitting social media has made me just like have all this love for people, because I just go outside and I just see these beautiful people just doing anything to work and be selfless. And when you open your eyes, when you take your head up from your phone, you see that. And you see the little things about life that make life so beautiful. I just want to wake up every day more grateful than I was for the last. With all this time I have on this earth, I don't want to look back and see a bunch of Instagram slideshows at the end of it. I just want to love everyone around me, and I just want to be the best person I can. I want to learn and I want to make things. And I know that if I had continued down that path, because let me be clear, like I was genuinely addicted to social media. Like I needed to do this for myself. Like my screen time was genuinely so embarrassing. Like I would not have shown that to anyone just because I'd be so embarrassed. But now that I'm not living with this like digitized audience in the back of my head all the time, I'm just starting to feel a lot better about myself. And I'm just really grateful for everything in my life, no matter how small. I no longer have this constant despair or worry that there's someone out there doing something better or cooler or more interesting than me, or like whatever's happening on Instagram, because it's always just bullshit. Week one's takeaway is being grateful for the present moment. It's so easy to be looking forward to something, thinking about the past, being anywhere but where I'm at right now. But I'm never going to be this young again, every second, every moment. So I want to seize every moment. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please join me on this little journey, on this little wonderful magic carpet trip we're taking together to a whole new world of opportunity. A whole new world I'm just saying everything that Bo Burnham and CJ the X have already said in much more eloquent and like interesting ways. I'm gonna put some YouTube videos on the screen here that like have greatly inspired me on this journey, or just things I think you should watch. Tell yourself you love yourself today. Tell your mom and dad you love them, and if you don't love them, tell a stranger you love them. Because life is short, and share the love.
Thank you for watching. My name is Rachel.